doing this. Let me go ahead and put my subscriber only on 20 minutes. Okay. Let's go. So we're getting ready to do our breath work. Whew. I am nursing a migraine. So that's trying to start. Let's just put it this way. It's not there yet. Otherwise, I would be laying it down and not able to do this. But I got a glimpse of light today without my sunglasses, and y'all, that's all it takes. And then my eyes get funny, and then I catch a migraine, and then I'm out for the day. So hopefully I'm in front of it. That said, we're going to do our breath. We're going to regulate. So you're going to put your hand over your heart and your hand over your diaphragm. And we're going to breathe in deeply for 6 seconds, like 3 to 6 seconds, however long you can do it. Okay. Then you're going to hold your breath for about 3 to 6 seconds, however long you can do it. And then you're going to exhale about 3 to 6 seconds, or you can do just a full release just by opening your mouth and allowing that exhale to just exit. Now, the breath work is going to be double duty. Okay. So while you are inhaling, you're going to envision the white light of love and protection coming in through your crown chakra or your root chakra, or surrounding you in an orb, or, seeing yourself swimming in water. However it works for you in your meditative state, whatever it takes, that's what it is for you. Um, Everyone's journey here is personal, okay? So while you are holding your breath for those 3 to 6 seconds, you're going to envision your own power, your own energy. For me, my vision immediately goes to my heart space because I am an empathetic person. I am very compassionate sometimes, a lot of times. But you're going to envision your own energy, wherever that may be, while we are holding our breath. And then while we are expanding our breath or exhaling, you're going to expand your own energy to meet that of the white light of love and protection. Hey, Becky. And you're going to allow your spirit to blend with the universe, God, heaven, whatever it is for you. All right. So we are going to make sure that our answers are of the spirit. Therefore, we are protected, and it is for our highest good. All right. So at the sound of the bell, we're going to do our breath. At the sound of the bell, hand over heart, hand over diaphragm, and inhale for 3 to 6 seconds, envisioning the white light of love and protection coming in through your crown, root, or however you see it. All right. Okay. So we do that again so that we are operating in the highest of good. Okay. Now, if you have things that you'd like to talk about, drop them in the comments right now. We'll probably last about an hour. We'll see how I feel by the time that rolls around. Is the Advil kicking in, etc.? Because I am a little short on sleep today too, so that could be adding to it. But anyway, let's get started. So some of the things that I have on here is, well, let's start with the hot and sippy gossip of Ashley St. Clair. If you don't know who Ashley St. Clair is, that is baby baby number 14's mother. 14, 15. I forgot which number she is in the Elon line. But she is, as far as I know, she was the last one to have his child, and that would be in 2024. He could have had more. I don't know. Um, but anyway, she is spilling some hot English tea, baby. I'm talking about hot, hot tea, and it's a little sweet with it because This is her apology tour, so to speak. It doesn't feel as disingenuous as the MTG or as the Tucker Carlson um, apology tour, because she's actually taking accountability. She does not expect your forgiveness. She's not even asking for your forgiveness. She just seems to be very genuine and sincere. And that's actually where I want to start. Is she genuine and sincere with what she is doing? One, I'm picking up that it is a protection thing. Speaking out is more protection than silence, to be honest. Um, because there are people who disappear in silence that we never hear from again, until they're part of a number of missing scientists, for instance. So, speaking out is actually protection in this crew who doesn't want to call attention to themselves, right? Um, Apparently, she did 60 Minutes Australia. I don't know how I feel about 60 Minutes Australia, because are they still under the direction of Barry? I don't know how that works, because I don't trust it, especially with their Michael Jackson thing. But we're not going to get on that. That's a different thing. Matter of fact, I do want to get on that. I want to see what those people are about. Let me add that to the list. I want to see what those people are about. We've already read on Michael. We've done the pendulum. We've read on Michael some months ago, and he didn't do what he was accused of doing. That man was, he had arrested development. Uh, and some of the things I just saw on thread is like, ooh, he liked him some grown women, though. Some grown women. I got bit. Before we even got started, I got bit. It's turning like red. I can see it. Anyway, so let's start with that. Which ones should I do? Should I do which? I don't know. Okay. Well, let's see what Ashley's on. Let's see what Ashley's on. I know she and I are not working together, so I'll see if these cards can speak to me regarding her, because these are the shadow work cards, my new shadow work cards. Um, so I want to see what she's doing. Apparently, she's in therapy. Her family's being threatened, so she's speaking out. Um, she's got kill switches, meaning other people have the information in case something happens to her, so they'll still know what to do. Oh my gosh. Okay. Y'all, we got positive change for her. Wow. We have positive change for her. We have transformed pain into strength, empower yourself, ascend, evolution, and free. Okay, Ashley. Oh, snap. Shadow alchemy. We have turned shadows into gold by shifting your awareness, empowerment, and rebirth. Okay, Ashley. And this feels complete now, because we have a third one that came out for her, and that's dark reflection. When you look into the abyss looks back. Truth seeking and liberation. Okay, Ashley. I might have to send her this video. Be like, listen, girl, I know you don't know me, and I don't know you, but girl, I was trying to see how you doing, and she probably wouldn't appreciate it. But even still, it's like, okay, girl, you're doing your work. You're doing your real shadow work. Okay, Ashley. Okay, Ashley. If somebody happens to catch this part and you know Ashley St. Clair, let her know that the first 9 minutes, not the whole thing, but like 5 minutes in, I do a quick little shadow reading on her, and I like what I'm seeing. So apparently she is in alignment. And the final card that we're going to give for her here is Ride the Storm. Okay? Ride the Storm. Let chaos and turbulence cleanse your spirit, purge, purify, and refine. Okay, Ashley. You know what, girl? I'm going to cheer you on from the background. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing, girl. All right, I'm appreciating your spirit. I'm going to still watch your actions, but I see what journey you're on. Okay, Ashley. Let's see. Oh, I told y'all when I put these in the to get them bathed by the new moon, I left them out in the sun, and you can see like they're kind of bent. Okay, so these are the Celestial Insights cards, Balance and Awakening. So let's see what we got for Ashley. I'm gonna look at this one to see if that pertains to her. But oh shoot, okay. Is there any other message with regards to Ashley St. Clair? All right, so we're gonna stop there. Okay. Oh, wow, this is crazy pants. All right, so we got surrender. Look at this, the white feather, surrender. So we have sometimes letting go brings the greatest change. Are you feeling out of control? Surrender to the flow and trust in the universe's plan. Peace will come when you release your grip. Okay. Because one of the things she talks about is like being a pick me. Speaking of pick me, one of the things she talks about is being a pick me and like how she would change her personality to fit these people. You know, like she could have a conversation about anything that they're interested in because she makes it so, or she made it so, even when she didn't want to know what she knows. Okay, so this is the Celestial Insights, and it says embrace. Embrace the changes happening around you. Have recent changes made you uneasy? Accept them, adjust, and discover the opportunities that come with transformation. That's another transformation card with her. Okay, and then intense feelings. Look at that. Intense feelings. This is really interesting because this kind of reminds me of a ship, like a cargo ship. Um, I don't know what all these symbols are. Hmm. But on one hand, like at first glance, I saw like an intense cargo ship, and for some reason, I was seeing an anchor that wasn't anchoring. So it definitely looks like a rough seas, rough storm type of card here. So you can see the seas, and hopefully you can see the storm. And so it says here, intense feelings. Your emotions are stronger than usual right now. Are you experiencing a wave of emotional intensity? Allow yourself to feel and express these emotions. Releasing them will bring you peace. So Homegirl is going through her cocoon moment, apparently. And part of this cocoon moment is releasing who she thought she needed to be and reclaiming who she actually is. So I'm going to give her that. I'm definitely going to give her that. Not that I'm important in her life for that regards, but oh, and then we'll use the energy behind this, which is recognition. Okay, recognition. And so this is, you deserve to acknowledge your accomplishments. Have you been neglecting to celebrate your efforts? Take time to recognize your progress, no matter how small. It will fuel your growth. And I will say, from the first video I saw of her until this most recent video, heavily skeptical of her, like heavily skeptical of her. But the feeling behind what she's doing feels incredibly sincere. It really does. On one hand, there is a skepticism of, you know, you're making money doing this because people are trying to follow you because they're trying to get the tea, and they want to know about the relationship you had with the most unlikable man of Earth. I don't know how you like them. Um, but again, she said she was a pick me and she's been in abusive relationships before. And so it just makes sense that she continued to do so because that takes a lot to break out of. Um, so but I'm definitely picking up a lot of sincerity in this latest one, especially because she shares something that's incredibly hard to share, incredibly dangerous to share, and that was about what happened in November. Actually, what happened in 2024, and so in one of her latest videos, I don't know how many she's done since then. Um, she did a video about how this dorky man she was dating. And I don't think she picked it up. He essentially used her to rebrand him, right? So I don't think she picked that up. Is that she was rebranding him. He got with her because she was a MAGA influencer, but she was a mega MAGA influencer. And he needed to come to that side because he had been the EV guy. You get what I'm saying? So why would a MAGA trust an EV guy? I don't know. I was seeing in the other video where I was trying to see if you guys could hear me, that she wasn't giving me Queen Pentacle energy. And lo and behold, that's what I got. I'm like, okay. I was thinking maybe she was a Page of Pentacle energy, but it looks like she must be growing into her Queen Pentacle energy. Yeah, because on the last video, she talked about her children and how, because she had a child before this one, how this guy, one, talked her into having another kid, but two, she's like, don't threaten my family. So that's some queen energy for real. Don't threaten my family. Seeing her flip, I'm getting chills behind this. All right, so this is definitely the two of them, the smug merchant and her. So it's interesting because I was like, I don't think she's Queen Pinnacle energy. And what do I get? Lo and behold, I get that she's a Queen Pinnacle energy. Okay, so um, she was talking about how in October he announces to her that he has discovered something. She said he was so ecstatic, so erratic, but so ecstatic. And she was like, don't tell me in case they depose me. I don't want to know. Which means she knew that it was some shit. And she says stuff of the effect to the effect of, if you guys knew the things that I've seen. So I do wonder about that. One, what are the things that she's seen? But we're not going to ask that right now. Right now, we're going to ask, oh, well, how do you do? I was going to ask, what is she looking for? Justice. And in a way, repentance. It's like trying to fix what she has done. Because that's one of the things she says repeatedly. She's like, I was so in a bubble, I didn't realize how much I was hurting people. So the fact that I'm hurting is fitting. And I don't expect to hurt less because of it. So she's definitely carrying a lot of guilt, and it looks like she's trying to fix it. She's trying to help people. Oh man, I'm getting chills. She is definitely on a new journey, and Homegirl is sitting on some secrets, and she is coming into her new. She's definitely coming into who Ashley is. So that's real interesting. And I'm definitely getting here that she's on the outside of this struggle. One, she's going to be getting paid through TT. It's just given. She has thousands of followers already. And as somebody pointed out, like, only she could convince the Musky one to get on TT because he joined April 8th. And I immediately blocked him when I read that message. Because no, babes. All right. So this is really interesting. Also, is the Page of Wands here. So she's definitely sharing the story, sharing the tea. Also, so she is, like I said, she's going on Australia's 60 Minutes. She's speaking almost every day, telling her story about what happened and how she ended up with there, and then how basically this guy, like I said, I don't think she realized it, but how this guy used her and her ability to be an influencer to rebrand him and make him acceptable to um, the crowd he was trying to get with, right? And so she said he used the Butler event to openly come out and support this guy, but that he was already supporting him in the first place. He had already given money in the first place. So um, she had bought him that black MAGA hat, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm Batman, I guess, with it. Like I'm the dark MAGA, and created a new brand and a new following of people just that quickly. Like I said, I don't think she understands how much she was actually used, but she definitely was used, not just to carry the baby, but to rebrand him and be the connection he needed to click with MAGA, because they got really hot and heavy with him, and that stupid chainsaw event and all that stuff too. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3 pentacles here, but then we have 4, 5. And the 4, 5 is the Knight of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, and both of these in reverse. This is how he had been used. He was doing things in the dark and the secret, collaborating with people who obviously meant this world no good, and was the mercenary knight to get it done. He's not a king that he thought he was. He's just used. And then when they were done with him, he was on the outside. And now that they need him again, he's back inside. And he needs them too because he got lawsuits to do. So that is 5 pentacles. Yeah, 5 pentacles. Um, but she's definitely on this new path, this new track, and it's foolish because it is dangerous. Hey, Angela, it is dangerous, but it is something that needs to be done. Um, it's a new opportunity, and it feels like she's trying to rectify a lot of what she helped do, which is split the family. So she's definitely whistling Dixie, spilling that tea, making it black, no cream, no sugar. And she's going to help bring the downfall. She is going to help bring the downfall. Y'all, oh my God, I'm getting chills. If you remember, our May reading was about this. Our May reading was about this. Well, guess who talked about it? Because I surely tagged This Will Hold. I sent her a personal message too. And I was like, hey, I need you to check out this girl's page because I need you to talk to her. So This Will Hold released an article about it. I'm seeing other readers now starting to read on her. And she did the Australia 60 Minutes. Baby, baby. Yeah. Homegirl got the secrets. There she is, Queen of Pentacles. She has the secrets and her values have changed. She's trying to nurture who she is, and she is going to be the nightmare for the King of Pentacles. For the people who thought they had it on lock. Told you in that May reading, I said it was going to be what happened in November. There was going to be something about what happened in November. Angela, you got to look up Ashley St. Clair on TikTok, girl. Ashley St. Clair. She's on a new path, a new journey. We just read her shadows before this. Ashley St. Clair. She's on a new path, new journey. She is about to bring the tower. She's exactly what we were talking about. That little fake. Well, it was a relationship, but it was a fake relationship because, like I said, he used her for his rebranding. Yeah, yeah. Everything they planned, everything they were prepping to do, is about to come to a screeching halt. What's interesting is, pop, here comes Russia. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Then we have the Emperor in reverse. And her priorities have changed. So, you guys, because she is now released from the devil, and she's trying to rectify the harm that was done to the government. And she is on her soul path journey right now. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to be good. This is about the VOTESs. Y'all, I pray this girl is protected. I pray for her protection. Because look, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. And her reading got started with Justice. 10. 10 major arcana. 10 out of 22. Out of 78 cards. 10 major arcana. And almost every pentacle there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pentacles. This is the VOTSs. This is the value, and this is the money. Listen, this girl was not on my radar when we did the May reading. She was not on my radar when we did the May reading. I was mad to see a video from her. But this is crazy. Hold on. Because it's like She wants to be well with her soul. Is how I get this. Is like, yeah, that means danger hangs over her, but she's got one in the clip too. She got something, and I feel like she's being protected anyway. I feel like she's mission protected. Ashley should be good to go, y'all. Cause that right there, yeah, that's Mother Mary. That's Mother Mary in the or some kind of saint up in the stained glass window here. So she's protected. She's looked over. She's watched over. She should be good. But she got one in the clip too. If they think, oh look, yep. So what is her hidden agenda? Because that's all the good stuff. Now I need to know the bad stuff. What's driving her? Oh, look at this. 4 in a row, y'all. That would be what, 14? Right off the bat? So we have the High Priestess, the Chariot in reverse, the Sun, and the World. She's bringing revelation and endings. She's bringing revelation and endings with the secrets she's been sitting on. And she said something of that nature of like, I've been sitting on this for a while and I should have spoke up. Now I saw this. Let me see. Judgment. Yes. It doesn't feel like she's gonna die. That doesn't feel like it. But it's like she wants to be one with herself in a thing. But also, like I said, I think it's also protection. For her to be able to speak is protection. Where are the parrots going? I hear the parrots flying. Okay. I think it's about to get back to the right people. I think it has gotten back to the right people. Yes, 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 yes. Because I'm seeing a phone call right now. I'm seeing you've got to watch this. Like, y'all, oh my God, for real. This is going to be fast. Oh, chills, chills, chills. This is going to be so fast. And it's like, Ashley, who? Now everybody knows her. Oh, the parrots. There's 4 of them. Yeah, 20 years ago. 2030. Shit, I'm not that old. I'm not going to say that out loud. Back in 1992, there was a major hurricane, Hurricane Andrew. It leveled South Florida to like where I walked out my house with my dad and my siblings. We walked around the block and then got lost because we didn't know where we were. Oh, she's gonna be 28. Okay. Oh, she's a Florida girl. Okay. Too young to be dating a 50 ever year old that man is. Yeah. She's lived a lot of life in her 28 years, to be honest. Because they love the fact that she looks so young. But anyway, um, see, this is who I thought she would be, was the Page of Pentacles. But for her to come out as the Queen of Pentacles, I'm like, okay, so she's on her queen shit. That said, though, this still feels like her discovering and speaking on the new. But again, she holds the evidence. She holds the evidence. And it's about to get out. I'm getting so many chills behind this girl. This is wild. All right, so has the right people at the top. It's a lot to carry. And that's why she's also sharing, because it is a lot to carry, right? It's a lot to carry, holding in a secret. Um, has it gotten to the right people? Have the right people been alerted about the information? Whoa. Listen, listen, that just threw itself out at me. That's a big old yes. The truth is about to cut through the BS. That's a big old yes. Yes, yes, yes. It has gotten to the right people about the shenanigans. Shenanigans. So again, it still is a what do we do with this information? How do we bring it to the world? Because again, we're in unprecedented waters. Well, in uncharted waters. This is interesting. Again, not knowing exactly what to do, where to go with this, because this is a major event. This is major news to even so much as hear this. Um, but there's definitely going to be this moving on to it. Um, and I think, like for instance, I'm picturing Barry. It's like, and honestly, Lady Cam too. It's like hope, not hope. I'm gonna say hope since it came out of my mouth, even though it wasn't in my head at all. I was on relief. That's the word I was about to say. So hope just spit itself out. Okay, okay. That's interesting to say something you don't even think of. I've never done that as far as I know. So hope, I was thinking relief. Um, relief that yay, it wasn't. It didn't go like I know for sure now it didn't go the way that um it looked like it went. Yay, but then it's like grief because it's like if we would have fought harder is kind of what I'm getting. It's like that plagues. There's some grief here because that plagues the mind. Like, what would have happened if we fought harder? If we did not let her down, Lady Cam. If we did not let the people down, the 10 card. Um, like if we would have examined these things, took a closer look at it, and been stronger about it. If we would have called out the shenanigans, could we have avoided what we ended up with? The 5, then the 4, the struggle, and the White House down. Could we have kept the crime syndicate out of the office and created a new legacy? And I think here is a question too, because now it's why didn't we fight that hard? What was up with that? What was really behind that with this high priestess? What was the agenda behind not fighting hard enough? Why did we allow ourselves to be shut down? Why does this feel like Pelosi? Who is she married to? Who was his partner that they were working in secret with to put up a barrier and prevent the knowledge of what happened? There was definitely a partnership here to avert the examination, to let the time run out. Someone was hired for this, so to speak. And I get again, I think of this as that Ken guy because we got this card for him too. This Ken guy. Yep, there's that. The bad queen. This is interesting though because this feels like the spirit of the intuitives in a way. It feels, and I know that should be like the queen of cups, but this feels like us. Like I'll just use the phrase 4 a.m. club, but I'm not part of that. Because because I was up. I was already up. I was leaving a commercial shoot, so I'm not part of this 4 a.m. club. Like, I don't need to be a part of a club to be me. Um, but it just, this feels like the people who never let this rest, the people who nurtured this information, like, hey, something's wrong with that. Something isn't right. There's some secret they're holding on to. And the fact that we can hold on to that information when other people were trying to tell us otherwise, they were trying to gaslight us into being blue MAGA, or you trying to be like them, or what. And it's like, no, we're like, no, the data speaks for itself, right? Um, just the relief, once again, of realizing that not only were we right, but the proof is coming out. And I think that's something to definitely hold on to um, as we continue to move forward. So, uh, how does Lady Cam feel now? Do I stick with these? How does Lady Cam feel now? Oh, you guys, she feels incredibly empowered. She's about to bring out the big stick. Little bunny foo foo, I don't want to see you. Hopping, like picking up the field mice and bopping them on the head, something like that, right? So definitely, definitely, she's about to flip the script of the messaging, and she's going to come out with her power. Hey, Ladybug, when I tell you, Lady Cam, the Lotus Queen, is about to come out swinging, because now it's affirmative. Affirmative. Now it is closer to the proof. This is interesting. That's personal power. That's growing in her power. All right. So, oh, okay. Little bunny foo foo, I don't want to see you. Look, I just saw the word personal growth again. Okay. So the lies. This is still affirmative because it's an ace, big ace. So there's 2 aces. This is those lies, but it's also the 8 of cups. Ugh, this feels a little strange here because this is the walking away, the personal growth. But you know what, though? It also feels like that's what she had needed to do. That's what she needed to do. She needed to have this moment. Like, honestly, she would just, like, again, she just would have been in the cycle. She would have just been in the machine. But she needed this because it brought personal growth. Um, she did need to take that journey. It's really interesting because she felt like she was waiting her turn. This was almost a pick me energy, too. And I don't think she's ever realized that she felt that way with this pick me energy. Um, it's funny. It's almost like The Bachelor. Like, choose me, give me the rose. But when I tell you, I see the justice coming out. Well, not necessarily justice, but I do see the swift hammer, the swift sword of truth and fairness and legality that's about to clear the haze. This is the air card. So we got 2 swords and 2 water. Hmm. Yeah, we got 2 swords and 2 water. I'm gonna see what other cards I'm looking at here. Okay, so I have the 8 of Wands here, and I also have the King of Wands. And what is this? There she is, the bopper. Okay, so this 8 of Wands again. I remember us getting this for the May energy read also, that it was going to be fast. So buckle up, y'all. What we got? Another 12 days? This is about to be really fast. Y'all know the response is going to be something else on their side, but it's going to be extremely fast. The messaging, the energy, Again, the power language, they're going to try to come up against it with some real negative rhetoric, but there's strength in what I'm seeing over here because the ace beats a king any day, babes. So, hey, boo. We have the high priestess here, but this hidden agenda information, like these secrets, coming out. This deception, this confusion coming out. Um, and it's new journey time, y'all. It really is new journey time because it just feels like it was foolish not to fight. It just really was foolish not to fight. Again, in retrospect, you could say we needed it, but at the same time, it was foolish not to fight because of what we lost now. We've lost a lot. But again, new journey time, right? Um, it looks like new partnerships here because I see us being released from this fear, this anxiety, this overwhelm, this when will somebody do something? Let me tell you, the answer to that is oh, soon and very soon, y'all. Soon and very soon. Because here's the Hierophant facing the consequences of their action and the people standing up. Could be torches. It could be torches, especially when the evidence come down. The evidence of the sneakiness of what they had done. But y'all, it's Wheel of Fortune time. It's Wheel of Fortune time. Hold on. Somebody's getting isolated. This is interesting. Listen, I shuffled these because these were not even next to each other. The Hermit, the Star, the Tower, all in reverse, and then the Lovers. Okay. So if this is reverse, I mean, if it's Wheel of Fortune time, and these followed, Wheel of Fortune time. We know it's not the orangutan. Yeah, I said it that way. Uh, who's getting isolated here? This tower is coming. That's twice now in this reading. This tower is coming thanks to this relationship with Ashley. Because there's Queen energy finna burn this shit up with two paths. Um, Two paths. We got this path, the grief, moving on from the grief, or we have this path being, well, I mean, two things are going to happen at once, right? We have to go through the financial fallout of everything that we're doing, even while we're moving on. So two things are going to happen. There's just no way to not feel it. Whew, there's no way to not feel it. Okay, so I guess if we're looking at the Hermit, then this feels like us, as in the U.S., and then the Star being in reverse, that feels like the lack of faith that many people have. Oh, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to happen. Nobody's going to get punished. Nothing, blah, 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 blah. So it does feel like that. Um, but it's like no matter what kind of energy you're putting out there, even though it's not really good energy here, no matter what kind of energy you're putting out there, this is still going to happen. We're still going to experience the death of this country the way that it is. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. The tower's still going to happen regardless of what. Um, but we need to be in community and we need to be with each other to make it through. Hey, Carla. All right, so this Ashley thing has started some real shit. I like it. I like it. Okay, Ashley. Okay, so Tell me about Lady Cam. How is she feeling with this information? Because it got back to her, trust me. Her people are perpetually online. Yeah. Long live the king, right? I separated these. I put them in different spaces. All right, so what hit the table? Three of Wands. She doesn't know what to do yet, you guys. She doesn't know what to do yet. Lady Cam, the Lotus Queen, is still weighing her options. All right, these came out sideways. She's still weighing her options. I don't know how this is going to rock because it's one of two things. Either she's going to lose her way. Um, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know how these come because we don't know which way they are going to come. But these came out like this. She's still not sure what she wants because does she want? Oh, there we go. Does she want the weight and responsibility of being the next person chosen? Personally, I wouldn't because you're going to be blamed for everything that happens right after, right? And everything that happens is a result of this. Personally, I wouldn't. That's why a coalition needs to happen. Some kind of transitional team. Because he has effed us up, and he, meaning the entire he, all the he's, have messed us up to the point of, like, we literally have to fall. Because standing back up is just going to be a slower death. It just will. Like, it has to fall to be built the way it needs to be. Um, it has to. Okay. Yeah. I haven't watched her today, but like I said, I did know she did 60 Minutes Australia. Um, I also see that all the other readers are starting to talk about her. And I also saw that This Will Hold did a piece on her too. And I had sent it to This Will Hold yesterday. I was like, girl, I need you to check this out. Like, I need you to check this out. Hopefully other people did so as well. And I tagged Kamala in her video, like, hey, y'all need to come talk to this girl. But again, when we started this reading, I heard someone saying to the bigwigs like Barry and whatnot, like, I need you to check this out. Come check this out. So since their teams are perpetually online looking for the things, they definitely handle that. Um, so like I said, I see the Emperor. Oh, I see the Death card. Oh, and I see the Chariot being utilized. Oh, and I see the infighting. Oh, of that Pennsylvania team. Pennsylvania, excuse me, Pennsylvania Avenue. That's the Five of Wands. All right, so we're looking at the Emperor, the Death card, and then the military. Come on, man. What kind of order is that? Hold on, what's this? What is peeking itself out? Ah! Never mind. I see it. So it's the Emperor, the Death card. The Who's that? Oh, that's the Knight. So is that going to be Mr. Musky Man? Also, the Emperor, the Death card, Musky Man, the evidence, and here comes the people who got a job to do. Who's this? Ah, little Ashley. Um, Sharing that news. Okay, so how does Calm feel? There's a lot of wand energy on here. It's funny when I read about Lady Kamala, I always get the wands. I get that fire power. I get a lot of firepower with her. Okay, but the first card out that I did get was her grief. Her grief. But like I said, it was grief and relief. It's like relief, yes, I was chosen. Relief, yes, America did not pick the orange herd. But grief, like we didn't fight hard enough. Grief at all the lives lost for what reason, what purpose? All this death that just his presence has caused. Um, the people he put in place, the energy that took over, the dark cloud that formed, uh, because she couldn't take her rightful place. He took it from her. He stole it from her, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Because I'm so entertained. Um. Okay. Now, just tell me when to stop so I can see her reading. Just tell me when to go. Okay, moon card. Y'all. Wait a second. Wait a second. Mama La is working on something. I hope he does this. She's working on something. Something secret. You guys are not allowed in without a secret password. She's definitely found what she needed to find. Definitely some evidence there. She's working in secret with some peoples. And what's really interesting is this is the 18, this is the 9. Double that 9, you get 18. She going at half speed for a little bit. That's interesting because her case is still kind of weak. But this Ashley thing is going to help. Okay, so tell me when to stop. Stop here. Okay. Whew, King of Pentacles. Interestingly enough, this feels benevolence. This feels like the Richie Riches who are doing good things with their money. Um, was it Libby? It was somebody. No. It was Vina. Vina just shared in one of her recent videos that one of the Walton daughters, yeah, Walmart, one of the Walton daughters has created a free medical school in like one of those vowel states like Oklahoma, Iowa, or something. And they took 48 people and they're training them for free. She's putting her money where her mouth is. Okay. So this feels like the benevolent ones, actually. Um, so there's some money people who, some switching sides, yes, but some standing up louder. They're the kinds who like to do charity behind closed doors, and it's like that's not serving anyone. They don't want to be swept up with eat the rich. They're like, no, I'm doing stuff. So I think we're gonna find out a little bit of good information, like that and more. I think I remember. I never looked it up again, but there's a group of Richie Riches who are doing good things with their money. They're supporting primaries. They're putting their money where their mouth is. So I definitely see some stuff happening there. They are making plans. Okay, hold on. I'm feeling connections overseas here. So when we're saying Richie Riches, they are going to their connections. That's so interesting. I felt immediately propelled back to Switzerland. Switzerland or Sweden? I think it was Switzerland. The Davos. I felt immediately propelled back there because that's where they started talking. That's where they started planning over there. The Richie Riches who were at the financial thing, not the ones who are talking about, oh, you have to subscribe your life. Like not have your own house, just rent one, not have your own microwave, just rent one. No, these are the real ones who were sitting in that audience appalled at what they heard their fellow rich people saying. Oh man, this plan has been in the works. So I'm interested. All I'm feeling is meetings, meetings, meetings. It brings me back to JB. Was that you, Suze, who said he might be turning? I just saw him again. He is disgusted with these people. He's playing his part and playing his role in the front, but it feels like he's working against them. Wait, I just heard that his parents gave like 100 million or something. I could be wrong about the number, but they gave like a lot of money to some good cause. Oh, in New York with the kids, the daycare thing. Those were his parents. So I'm like, wait, his parents got that much money? I mean, I'm sure he let them invest in his business, but or is he channeling through? You know what I mean? Is he? God, I don't understand why people don't understand. Yes. Hold on, I gotta text real quick. Are we here? Y'all, let me know if we're back. Are we here? That's interesting. Why does it show up when I'm talking about her though? I feel connections. I feel meetings. She's fundraising. She's fundraising. It's her pack. She's fundraising. Okay. She's about to step up where the DNC doesn't. She's going to put her money where her mouth is with the younger support, those who are going for office this year. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, okay. All right. Now, the challenge is garnering the funds, but it's also getting back trust. Some people don't trust her because they don't think she responded fast enough. They didn't allow her to be a human being first. Um, Also coming out is the Page of Cups. This is that newness. This is what seems to be foolish. You know, she is talking a little more human and a little less diplomatic in some cases. Um, she's honestly testing her voice and her water. So this has been her challenge. Is um, is that, and it is the perception of loss. Um, People think she lost. There are people who still say she lost, and it's like, but I didn't. So hold on, I lost a card, and y'all know I gotta get them now before I lose them again. I'm back. Okay. Thank y'all so much for your patience. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, so there's that. Um, what is in her past that has? What's in her past that affects this? What is in her past that affects this? So Sorry, I was looking once again for my card. Huh. What is her passive effects is? I think it's the audit. This is the report. This is the report. Definitely. It's the report. The report that showed, there it is, y'all. The shenanigans. So it's like if we had a report back in December of the shenanigans, why didn't you fight for me? Why didn't you fight for me? Okay. So that's definitely a thing. There we go. Why didn't you fight for me? I couldn't go out there by myself. You were supposed to go out there for me, and this is why they didn't fight for her. There were people who were beholden to corporations and to foreign entities, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And so they were not going to. This feels like sending her on her way, the river of Styx type of deal. Um, what's really interesting is I see this card poking out. They walked away from her, y'all. Why didn't you fight for me? Why didn't you fight for me? That hurt her to her core. I just got washed over in sadness. It's like, what? I've given so much to this. You know, you give me 107 days and I say, hey, I can do it. I can do it. Even if I doubted whether I could. I said yes because I didn't want to say no. You know what he should have done? I was thinking about this the other night. He should have just stepped down, period. He should have just stepped down, period. Like, not, I'm going to finish it out. He should have stepped down, period. Then what? They couldn't, you know? I'm wondering if he gave her that option. Because I see this death here. I wonder if he gave her that option. And she said no. Because there's the devil here. And it's interesting because the devil feels more like, I'm gonna go with that bondage word. The addiction and the bondage to the way that things were supposed to be. It's like, no, I want to win on my own merit. So there's some narcissism there. Um, but he should have stepped down. He was unwell. This came back up again. Should have stepped down. He was unwell. So they just failed her repeatedly. They failed her repeatedly. Um, and I think it's one of the biggest L's she's ever taken in her life, even when she didn't have to. You know. Um, and again, if we're talking about that report showed some stuff. And instead of fighting, they just let it get taken from them. Okay, but that's past. So what's now? What is her energy like now? Ooh, I just felt like this little jolt of like jubilance. Ah, she flew out. The hidden agendas. I felt this little jolt. Now, if y'all remember, she got a secret card that had showed up in the last one talking about the moon. Things that she was gonna do in secret. Okay. There's interesting energy there. King of Cups in reverse. I don't know who or what that would be, except the energy that we have now, the toxic masculinity energy. Yeah, that's what it is. Because the temperance, it's out of balance. So it's leaning towards the toxic masculinity. Not a protector, not a provider, but the perpetrator itself. Okay. Yeah, so that is what that big energy is the lies. Um, and it still counts as a yes card to what I was just saying about the toxic masculinity being an issue. But the lies are the things that run undercurrent. There are so many people who failed, her and us, you know, lots of lies. But there's a stand your ground to it. There's a stand your ground to it. Again, it feels like ambivalence here because there's also this hangman in reverse. And it's saying here indecision. And I think that's the biggest problem she has right now is I think she's afraid to let herself hope. That's what it feels like. It feels like, okay, hold on, I'm seeing somebody. Yes. It feels like she's afraid to let herself hope. But her time is coming. Her time is coming. Who was that? I don't know who that was. Her time is coming though. See? It's funny. It is a hope card. Okay. Like I said, she's afraid to let herself hope, and hope is literally right behind her. Oh my gosh. And Ashley with the information. Her time is coming, but she's afraid to let herself hope. And it's okay. So these three are showing up. That's the moon. That's the Knight of Wands. Again, I'm going to count that as Kim Martin and the secrets that kept her from getting it. But there's a death to that. I think that particular part of the chapter is about to come to an exposure, to a closure, because his role, because we got two knights, we have fire and water. Oh my God. And right behind it, the Three of Swords. Right behind it, the Three of Swords. And behind that, the broken tradition, financial loss, lack of stability, disinheritance, the family conflict. So the DNC conflict. That's Ken. That is Ken and his people. And even the death card is a knight card. So we have like literally three knights that lead to treason and loss. Literally three knights leading to treason and loss. So fire and water make smoke and confusion. And that's what he did. That's wild. She's hot. When I say hot, she's hot. She's hot. But they want her to give up. But the thing is, the people have not given up. Oh, that would be so nice. I mean, honestly, don't think she did. I get dreams. Um, I definitely get dreams. So I do get dreams, visitations. I think, yeah, I think she has. She definitely has. She's come back to take care of her daughter. Trust me. Definitely, definitely, definitely. She's been hanging around, literally. Um, so I think that emboldens her too. And she's seeing a whole year and a half in, we haven't given up, you know? In fact, we're still trying to get it proven. We're still trying to get it proven. A year and a half, instead of being like, okay, I'm resigned to the next 2.5 years. No, we're like, no, 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 no. Like, no, you took this. We're going to take it back. No, you know? Like, ain't nobody finna carry them next 2.5 years. No, ma'am, no, sir. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We need to form these partnerships and figure this shit out because we're not doing it. Listen. All right. So What's the lesson to be learned here with Kamala? What is the lesson to be learned? What about the impact that has been made on her, or that Ashley's testimonies have made on Kamala? Ooh, I'm getting chilly chills. I'm getting chilly chills. All right. What is the impact that Ashley's testimony? What lessons to be learned, or the impact? I'm worried about those vowel states though, like the ones, the three up, like the one that Vivek is in, winning his primary and stuff. It's like, you know, they don't like you, right? You're a brown guy. They do not like you, especially if they ever remember you started Doge. You know, they just have so much money, and honestly, oh, that was part of it. That's why they're grifting on the stocks and crypto and stuff, so that they can keep pouring unlimited money into these things. Oh, I can't wait till we change the rules and these little assholes don't get to put all this money as corporations and whatnot. Yes, I can't wait. They are being so disingenuous. Oh, but that shit is coming to an end very, very, very soon. Very soon. Um, so what is the lesson that she's gotten, or the impact of Ashley's statement? Does that go for her, or is that me? Oh, okay. I heard that's you. I had got the Knight of Wands in reverse, but I literally heard that's you. Who's Jay Singh? I don't know who that is. Hold on. What's the six of? Oh, the lovers. Okay. I think she's gonna connect this girl. There's an Empress. Nurturing, creativity. Oh, is Ashley about to get on her team? Because Ashley, believe it or not, is really good at this social media stuff. Um, I don't know if she's going to get on her team, but is she going to be able to use? Who's chasing? I got to look them up. Hold on. Wait. What impact or lesson is there to be learned for Kamala regarding? I don't know who that is. Um, Ashley's testimony. There's that Queen of Pentacles again. Now, as I was saying at the beginning, sorry, I was letting. Oh, hello? Who is that? I'm sorry, I just saw a light. So if another orb shows up in the video, y'all let me know, because I just got the light. So I think that was her mom just then. But this is a card I've had for Ashley also, is how she's entering her queenship era, and she's the one sitting on the evidence. So it's interesting that both her and her mom share the same card. Okay. That was a gold light, so that would be her mother. What do you have to say? Yeah, that was her mom. Okay. So, what about Ashley? Like, what is the lesson to be learned? Ooh. Oh, y'all. First of all, how this man kept this country from being in his queen era. One, kept this country stuck in the past. Two, kept this country in hardships and just all terrible stuff instead of a victory. And again, this is Ashley and her mother. So I'm like, who is this? And then that's the Three of Wands for the 50th time coming out. Um, that she's not alone. Like she's not alone and she's correct because there's a page of pentacles too. So that could be Ashley when her mom shows up. So that's like the evidence is there. She's not stupid. She's not crazy. This man really did do that. Um, this man really did commit treason. But y'all, the thing that hit the table though, is it was hers. It was hers. And that now solidly grounds it for her. Is this was hers. That's who she was supposed to be. That seat, that house was hers to have for the time that she gets it. She's her lead. Oh, okay. I gotta look into it. This card revealed itself again and again and again. Death and rebirth. Death and new beginnings. The old K had to die. Listen, she went through her butterfly moment. Like a lot of people had their cocoon moment. She went through hers. Okay, so what's going to be the outcome as a result of Ashley's testimony for Kamala? Ho ho ho! Back to Kamala, growing in her. Oh snap! Listen, big dog. Listen, big dog. Listen, big dog. Yeah, that's good stuff. Woo! Is it time for this jump to end? Listen, big dog. The other side of that was the Ace of Wands in reverse. Ooh, there's misabuse of power. Listen, big dog. Okay, so what is Lady K's outcome? Okay, wisdom. I don't see how that works. What's Lady K's outcome with regards to oh, light at the end of the tunnel, recovery, hope, healing, and then joy. Joy, harmony, and fulfillment. And again, proof of the shenanigans. So the outcome to this cross section now of Ashley's life with hers is that. All right. So let's see. Will there still be a transition team? Will there still be some kind of transition government? Will there still be some kind of transition government? You used to call me on my cell phone. Will there still be some kind of transition government? Okay. Oh, the Emperor. Oh no. Are we just gonna go straight one ruler? Because the challenge is the Five of Pentacles. Is that not knowing how to do it? Okay. Ace of Wands in reverse in the past, blocked opportunities. But the current energy is the Kamala card, which is the Ace of Wands. Okay. Once the energy over, our emotional baggage. Six of Cups, our emotional baggage. What's the impact or lesson to be learned? This Hermit. It feels like we're going to be by ourselves for a minute. We have to really get introspective as to what we want, what we need, and the outcome. I guess so. I thought it was a no. So going from the Emperor to the Lovers, a yes card. The Emperor, a no card. That's interesting because the Emperor is a no. The Hermit is a transition to a maybe. And then the outcome is a yes. We have lovers, we have partners. Okay. So the challenge is we have to ask for help. The challenge is the financial hardships we're going to be going through, and that we have to ask for help. And we're going to have to ask for help in building our relationships with our allies so we can accurately plan this. Oh, girl. Woo, this is scaring me for a second. Now I see it. Okay. That's so interesting because our current energy is this. Is new beginnings, inspiration, creativity, passion. I love it. And what's interesting too is if our energy is fire, current energy is fire, and our outcome energy is air, air just makes fire bigger. I mean, you can blow it out too, but we go from one to many. So it doesn't feel like it. It feels ordained. It has you scared too, right? I was like, where are we going with this? But yeah, I'm cool with the lovers. I'm cool with starting over with a new garden. Okay, so here's my next question. Well, that's a big old yes right there. Yes, thank God. Joy, success. Okay, so my next question with this then is, are we going to have a new White House, whatever we call it, but will there be a new White House? Because we can't trust that that house ain't bugged. So, are we going to have a new White House? A new capital, even? Because we got to make DC a state. Ugh, there's a refusal here. This is interesting. There's a refusal here. It's like, no, that's ours. It's historical. Listen, okay. Let me find a better way to say this. Will our government operate out in a different building than the Pennsylvania Avenue one? I'm going to say that because this is hope and recovery. And then this is like be practical about it. Because it's like the money. We don't have any more money to spend on a new place. That's what it feels like. Um, okay. So let's change this question up. Because I think we're gonna have to keep it like as a museum of treason. Hands on. Okay, I think we're gonna have to keep it as a museum of treason. Ooh, wait. We got the Three of Pentacles here. That's a yes, so I think so. Look, it is. It is a museum of treason. It's like don't ever forget what they did. I just don't want his name on anything. Like I don't want his name on anything. Like nothing, not even a placard. I don't ever want to see his face again. So it's like, can we send him to the abyss? You know what I mean? Okay. Will we govern? And I don't even mean the capital. I mean, like, will the next leader, okay, there's a walking away card. Will the next leader take up residence at a brand new location for the leaders? There we go. There's that yes. And there's the yes again. These two returned. Both of them are yes cards. Okay. And that leader is a woman, though, y'all. That leader is a woman, though. Okay. Anyway. And she gonna rule with fire. Okay. All right. So let's get a card to hit the board. Will our new leader take up different residence. Y'all, I shuffled so much. Look at this. The Emperor and the Empress. Oh, that's funny. He was a no. She's going to be a yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. First of all, the female said yes. The Page of Cups is a yes. It's not going to want to. We got to be purists. Forget purists, because y'all let that man be our leader. So y'all not worried about pure. Okay. So then we got like I said, we got the Empress. We got this hangman energy here. We have this manifest energy. We have this truth and leadership. Okay. I'm not going by that because I was trying to go by what I had seen. Okay, that's it. Um, Anything else that I saw? Okay. And then we have under him, we have different places and spaces because he did the thing that they're building under our grounds right now. I wouldn't trust that at all. It's a waste of money right now because we are going to have to do something with it. But yeah, look at this. He has ruined the White House, completely ruined it. Um, oh my God, I can't make that up. He has ruined the White House. Wait, the White House. There we go. With all this secret stuff he has going on, we can't keep it. We can't stay there. We can't. So part of the transition is going to be new. Okay, Carly, listen, not enough sage in the world. Not enough sage in the world. Oh my God. Okay, so that's what I wanted to know with regards to that. So the Ashley question was a big question. What they mean by Cam is another big question. And then is it a new White House? That's another question. So with Barry, because Barry's making some moves, girl. And I know Michelle is like, I understand, but she's like, be careful. I feel it. It's like, be careful because she is afraid for him. She is absolutely afraid for him. Like, really afraid for him. That's what I had seen when I was, cause that's her man. Like, that's soulmate. That's soulmate energy. Ow, something's starting to bite me. That's her man's. So she like, be careful, lock down, keep yourself safe because I need you to come home. Um, she understands what he has to do. That he can spend a little bit of time out there helping stuff get together. But after that, bring your behind back home. Oh my God. She gets it though. Because he's like, my daughters, my daughters, my daughters. Oh my God, girl, it's your birthday. Hey, it's your birthday. Hey, it's your birthday. Yes, with an F. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. But I feel it. Michelle's like, ugh. She's like, I get it. But after this, you're done, okay? Look, came back. After this, you're finished. So she's letting him move in secret, and it better stay a secret. Like, don't be telling people what you're doing, you know? And then I saw something else. She know her baby's strong. She know he got it. She know he got it, and she's strong enough too. She gonna hold it down. Baby, I got you, I got you, I got you. But here's the thing. He has no choice. He was made for this. He was made for this. He cannot sit by and watch this man ruin his girls' lives, his family's lives. You know what I mean? And he's a big family man. So no. And that's how he convinced her about the girls. That's how he convinced her. It was about the girls. Okay. Hold on. I was just told to use the light seers for this reading. I was gonna say, don't call out a card I ain't got with me. Wait. No, Janet's birthday was yesterday. I was like, you got the same birthday as Janet Jackson? Yes. Oh, it opens on Juneteenth? Perfecto. I wish it opened on the 14th. I understand why, but I wish it opened on the 14th. Hold on. That was my bad. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, they are mates. They are mates. I see that tower there, though. All right, so how is O? How is Barry O with this Ashley information? Because I know he knows about this Ashley information. Ooh, he got hot for a second, y'all. Oh, look at him. He had the bottom. Girl, this is energy. Ooh, ace, two aces. Yes. Okay, so we got that renewal. So he's definitely back out. And he's renewed because now he feels certain. He's the person who got to have all the T's and T's crossed, I's dotted. He's definitely that guy. So yes, he is on that. He's here. He's in that energy. Ooh, hold on. I just saw under the ace. Ooh, three. Okay. So we just got this. Then we got this. Real smooth, real knowledgeable. He knows his law. He knows his constitutional law too. Um, and I think he's got a buddy in law. It feels like he's partnering with another leader, another king. Who's another king of swords? Would it be Jack? Because he's been pretty fluid. He's been able to move, but now people are starting to notice his moves. I gotta see who else he went and seen. Because there's a Hierophant trying to restore good energy to the Hierophant. And he had the Ace of Wands, like my girl. So this right here is very much so that energy of I got a feeling they talked. I wonder if they use burner phones. Like call me on this phone. I think those two talk. I think KH and BO, I think they talk. I think she talked to everybody she feels let her down, but that's still an ally. I feel like she talked. Because look at this. That Seven of Pentacles, taking a look at what they're trying to bury and knowing how they did it under the cover of darkness and stuff with this devil here, this devil energy. And so I'm feeling this. I'm feeling how the thing that she had long awaited for got snatched out of her hands by the devil because of this funniness shenanigans they did with the Three of Pentacles. The way they got that crooked community. Yeah, I definitely think she talked to him because I'm seeing conversation, but I'm seeing careful conversation because I'm trying to be like, are y'all on the phone? You know, it feels like a talk through somebody else or something, right? Because look at this. This is the Four of Swords, like needing that rest. He needed one too. She needed one. She was battered, bruised, and broken. But that message is coming fast now. Okay, so let's do this reading. Tell me when to stop. Okay. It's like stop. All right, cool, got it. Okay, Ace of Wands under the bottom, Hangman in reverse. We got the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's peeking here. We got the Eight of Wands in reverse. And we got the Four of Pentacles. There's the secrets Ashley's sitting on. And then we have the Five of Wands. So that the MAGA people turning on themselves, but also the DNC turning on themselves. Hitting the table, Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, he can't be seen doing it. He can't be seen doing anything here about it. But having this knowledge, you know, he has to keep this joy inside. He has to pretend like he's not doing anything about it, is what I'm getting. He got to look like he's out there just chilling, just hanging, not part of this at all. That he's just trying to be with his family and get with the community, start his little center, his little center. He's doing his little creative thing with the basketball player. It just feels like trying to stifle the message. Let the news be buried. Like, oh, Obama's a carny. Y'all hurry up and put some more news on top of that. Like, add more stuff about Obama so that when they go searching, they will not find the carny talk. You know what I mean? It's social media strategies. Like, if you want something buried, put something else on top of it. But there's that Ace of Pentacles. So that's three aces, y'all. That is three aces, I think. Three aces. Well, it's definitely two, but I think it was three. I can't remember. Okay, so here's that family card. Here's that Hierophant card. And here's that Tower card. So he over here pretending like it's about family, but it is also about family because it's about making sure that government is in place for his family. And since it's not the kind of government he needs over his family, he's helping to bring it down. He just can't look like he's part of it. But he is definitely planting seeds. There's the third ace. What? Because here she is again. So we got three aces. My dog is moving big style. Big style. That King of Swords could be Jack. Truly, it could. But it's like, this is what I'm saying. He's been moving very secretly. Um, Hills, too. She went to that Munich thing. AOC went to that Munich thing. I said, y'all, there's something there. There's something there. I think they're trying to be diplomatic, put the relationships together. I really think people are whispering. And they're trying to be careful with whispering, trying to be careful with being in the same rooms. But it is a hold on, y'all. It's a hold on. But it's also like, again, this is for his daughters, and he has no choice but to show up for them because he will not be comfortable leaving until he knows they're good. Um, he does not want to leave them alone, shouldering all this. Not his three ladies. If something were to happen to him, he doesn't want to leave them alone. And this keeps him up at night all the time. That's four aces now. He can't sleep. And this is why Michelle's like, all right, dog, go handle it, big dog. Like, go handle it. I get it. I get it because me neither, you know? Because even she starts saying, because I watch her podcast a lot, and she will sprinkle, because with everything's happening in the world, and then move over it. But she's saying that more now than she's been saying at all. Um, so it's really interesting uh, hearing and watching. But she's definitely saying something because it's a heartbreak. Um, but she's just as protective of those girls, of women, period. And watching this man take everything he can. And I say this man, but y'all understand that it's representative because he doesn't exist anymore. It's just his energy. I love her podcast. Yes. Um, her and her brother are so cool. But I just watched the one she did with Serena. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was cute. It was a Mother's Day one. It's really nice. Okay, so let's see here. Tell me where to stop. I just can't stop loving you. Everything's in motion. This is what I'm gonna tell you. It's in motion. When I say trust your instincts, trust your spirituality. A lot of y'all talked about feeling a jolt of goodness this past week. Trust that. Trust that because things are moving. Things are moving. People are mobilizing. We just can't see it yet because they're not on the bike, but they're moving. Trust the messages, trust the intuition. They're moving, but they have to do it legally. They're moving. Everybody's moving. And you see this? Trust it. Trust your spirit and your intuition. Don't let this world be so heavy on you. Trust your spirit and your intuition. It's moving. Okay? Don't let the devil have you. He's not allowed to have you. And by the devil, we're just talking about this energy that they got going on. It's moving. It's happening. It is happening. Um, this is interesting. Okay. So as far as Barry, he's out there. He is doing exactly what he needs to do. Well, let me ask this question. Do we stick with these? Because I want to ask about foreign leaders. I'm getting chills so bad. So good or whatever. I wanted to ask about foreign leaders. There does feel there is some isolation to this. Uh, ooh, I hope it is. I am praying it is. Um, Okay, there's a plan. I don't know what this Queen of Swords here is, because that's a cruelty, and that's the law. Is that the Jim Crow? That doesn't feel Jim Crow-ish. Um, but it might be, because there's the Ace of Swords and there's the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords in reverse was in the middle of this. So it does feel like the illegalities, the harmful illegalities, are sparking action, are inspiring action. Again, protection for the people. Um, I just can't stop loving you. Why is that in my head? I love Michael. Michael! And when I stop, just tell me, can I do? I just can't stop loving you. Is that like Obama to us or something? Like, I don't understand what it's from. That's why there's panic with the money they're stealing from the treasury. It's definitely moving. Oh, yeah, girl. And listen, everybody keeps saying it's 1.7 billion. It is not. It is 1.776 billion. It is 1776 million. Okay, so 1.776 billion. In other words, a dog whistle. I don't know why they keep acting like they're patriotic because this ain't it. This isn't patriotism. This is griftitism. This is thievery. That's not even allegedly. This is definitely not for entertainment, but I can't say for sure. I'm just reading cards. I'll say that. But like, come on. What about this is some forefather type of shit, you know? Uh, this is not what it is. This is this isn't 1776, baby. This is not. Okay. This is this is not 1776. That's some pretend stuff. 1776 is I don't want to be ruled by a foreign country. 2026 is I am ruled by a foreign country. How are those the same? Listen, big. Oh, let's read on that real quick, because that'll be a stupid thing, child. Look at this Page of Pentacles, baby. You are new to the money, but that money is upside down for you if you receive it. You get that $1,000,000, it's gonna be tax on tax on tax. I look. You feel like you're in a bubble, that you're being protected by these people, but I promise you, we coming back and we want our stuff. And that's my other thing. Is like when we sue the government, I understand we're gonna have a new one, but I'm suing for anguish, and I don't want a $2,000 stimulus. I'm suing for anguish because the entire Congress needs to pay it. Y'all just put this new man over our Fed that's supposed to be there for 10 years. He better go to jail too. I'm just talking out my ass. I'm not making no 100% statement. I'm not claiming nothing. I'm just saying. Because I'm a human being and I have a First Amendment right to say, just saying. But like, I promise you, I'm suing. I'm suing. I am going to put my name on a class action lawsuit because the emotional damage, the emotional damage. Dawn, listen, you heard they brought back the squad, right? The most egregious of these. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Am I using these for the question that I was just gonna ask? No. No, not really. Okay. But I will tell you, because these did ooh, child. They better not spend that money. This is what I know. Congress better hope their ass is not there come August. You break any more taxes for the rich, it might as well be in hospice. But look, they better not spend the money. Every card out here came in the upside down. Death and rebirth, this is not a new start for you, baby. Celebration, oh, not for you, baby. You being nurtured, not for you, baby. Is it strong? Is there strength in it? Not for you, baby. Is there a hidden agenda? Absolutely, baby. And what's gonna come? You gonna get legalities, baby. Them secrets gonna come out, baby. Them people's gonna come after you, baby. Because it's gonna come down, baby. And again, the people's coming after you. You have no direction. This man's trying to create a militia. Y'all not gonna hack it. The minute you touch a child, you going back to jail. So it's like, if you're smart, I'm not saying you're smart. Don't be part of this anymore, right? Because this is not where you want to be. You do not want to be in this fray. You do not want to be fighting your brothers and sisters. This is a hopeless thing for you to be doing. You will be isolated, just like them isolated people. It is the stupidest thing you could possibly do. And it is an absolute betrayal because your behind will be behind bars. This is not a cause for celebration. They are not your lovers. You are going to be imprisoned because the real leadership is coming. And they are not buying any of the false statements you could think to do it because we have to prioritize the people and not you. And the messaging that's coming against you is the kind of messaging you will not be able to override because it will be strong. So don't let that money change hands. Don't let that money change hands. Bottom of the deck, don't let that money change hands. I would not take that money. I would not take that money. I would not take that money. It would not be in the best interest for you to take that money. It just would not. It just would not. Once again, the devil popping out for you. The Ace of Swords, the truth and the law coming for you. All that money you're going to be waiting and waiting to receive if you ever get it. Because you might just get nothing but promises and promises and promises. Because again, ain't no celebration for you. You're going to be used like a sucker, just like the isolated people. And that's when World War Z comes back into place. Because they're going to realize they were being used, not supported. It's not going to look good for anybody. I wouldn't take that money. I swear I wouldn't. PB as in Blondie? She was? You talking about Blondie? Huh. Let's look. I'm curious. I'm curious. Okay, show me Blondie. You see, I immediately went for the villains. Oh, I immediately went for the villains. I think you're right, girl. That's a yes card. Look, the death card. Oh, I almost said the N word. I was gonna say that's because she know that N word is dead. Pam was very careful with her license. Absolutely, you're right. Absolutely, that girl wasn't finna jeopardize her license. She tried real hard not to. Real hard not to. That's why she would come with the burn book. Um, Oh, you asked a question that I can go to jail for? Hold on. And why were you looking up Article 259? Like, I was like, what they got to do with it? And they're like, so are you sitting on the files? The Dow is 50,000. I was like, this girl is trying so hard not to not to go there. She was like, "You're not gonna come get my license." She tried so hard. I'm sorry, Suze. I love Disney. But look, the temperance and the death card, she was trying so hard to keep them people off of her. Like, and try to flip that junk because she did not want to go and get her license taken. She's a smart person to that degree. She does use good judgment in that regard. She tried to say nothing that would trip her up. But when she said something about, I don't know what it was, I think she agreed. No, that was Christy. What got her fired? It was something about I think it was the 50,000 testimony, right? When she said the Dow is 50,000, they're like, oh no, you're gone. Because she could not in good conscience defend them people. But that's real interesting. Judgment and temperance back out. Like, yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that, Dawn. Absolutely right about that. So that's interesting. Let me go back to that. She was delaying it. So was Pam trying to delay this 1776 BS? Absolutely. She was sticking with the government and she was trying to eight of wands, trying to do different kind of messaging, trying to persuade something different. I think she was telling them like it really couldn't be done. I hear your voice now. You are my choice now. What is that from? Here comes y'all ice cream truck. Um, yeah, they deserve to lose everything, but they won't. Q on the other card when we were talking about MTG, she brought up that maybe MTG was purchased the house in Costa Rica to move money. Because again, she lost out on her house in South Carolina or Washington or wherever her house was. She lost half of the cost, and then turned around and bought a house for millions in another country. So, what Q had to say there was real interesting. 'Cause I think so. I think it was. Would you call that money laundering? I mean, because it's a legal way to do it. Oh, but he wasn't threatening her. That was Stephen. Sorry, I think my nose is about to blow. That was Stephen. And the fact that they tried to make it look like it was supposed to be a DM, they were putting that girl on blast. That was Stephen. Because that would have got her in trouble so bad. That's why you had to go get that girl, Alina Haba, or whatever that girl name was. Um, the girl who was the real estate lawyer and not an actual attorney. The ice cream man just switched to, don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, 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 hey. This is what, okay. I said to my mom, this is how they launder our money. Just one of the million and 155 ways. Girl, I have no idea, but you're right. Look at that, Ace of Cups. And then the Emperor, that's exactly what they're doing in his name or under his eye or whatever the thing is. I never watched the show and I don't remember the book. I just remember the lady wrote very well. She was so good at writing. So if you never read Margaret Atwood's book, just the opening line was like, mwah, delicious. You just heard trying to blackmail him? Trying to blackmail them. Look at here. King of Swords. Okay. The King of Swords is stepping up. King of Swords stepping up. King of Swords bringing that temperance. Yep, time for that legality. Page of Cups. Ooh, Page of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse. Y'all know that's Rubes and the Prince. Rubes and the Prince. Ooh, Rubes owes. Wait, no, that might be Chyna because the Prince is the wands. He's only the swords in the deck I can't use. Oh, You know it's gonna be a bad summer, child. Dew point 70. Oh my god, I would melt. Apparently the Ollies weren't even supposed to go. So hold on, Seven of Swords and the King of Swords. Exactly. The Ollies weren't supposed to go. He knew their strategy. He knew their secret. This is definitely she. He knew their secret. He knew what they were up to. Because here's the thing. I don't think people know this. But I had asked this question because I was like, this don't make no damn sense. Because once again, we are, well, it's not so much a prediction. I did hear it be El Nino, but I just wonder how much of it is really El Nino and how much of it is interference. Hold on. Don't believe it this much. Okay, so there's some really important information here. Say what? Okay, this isn't a video that I'm making, if I ever get around to making it. But this is how this travel protocol actually works. Cabinet members and most staff do not travel on the same plane as the president to ensure government continuity in case of an accident. So, one, they would not have been on Air Force One. Okay. Not the ugly Miller. Well, I guess he would have been because he's deputy of something, right? Not Scavino, not them people. Well, actually, no, because he's a cabinet member. None of the cabinet members should have been on there. They said they do not travel on the same plane. Two, Air Force One. The main plane is reserved for the president, family, and select senior staff. So it could have been a couple, but they would not have been the succession. You don't put the succession on the same plane. Two, there would have been support aircraft. So why did they show up on just this? What? And then to have all those Richie Riches, the Alibabs on this, and his family, and him, and the line of succession on this. That's not how we use these planes. So logistically, you would have cargoes, you would have the beasts, you would have all these different things. Hundreds of agents would have been in advance, blah, 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 blah. Right? Then I looked up a little bit more. Because again, I'm like, how does this happen? So again, to be clear, cabinet members often travel to the same destination, but they rarely fly on Air Force One with him, traveling instead on separate military craft. Okay, but if you do go on it, like these are the staff that usually travel with him. So the security advisor, the Secretary of State, and Defense, um, the chief of staff, and support staff, and press. Okay, so these people would not have been on that plane though. They go on the trip, but they wouldn't have been on the plane. Why was he on the plane? And no, it's just not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. If you feel that I root for, clap along. If you feel, clap along. If you feel. Okay, sorry, just had to bop it for a little bit. So yeah, so this one happened, and then on top of that, it actually didn't happen. Because when you look at the footage, I'm not going to go over this footage again, but if you look at the footage, you will see it actually didn't happen. Like it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Look at this. It didn't happen. Look at them faces. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. It didn't happen that way. I think we saw the AI version, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, and there was an entirely different version in which this guy actually didn't exist. Unless it was the body double, and they won't let us see the body double. There's a possibility. However, you still don't travel like that. There would have been more than one plane. So definitely lies. Lies, lies, lies. Mm-hmm. Okay, so It didn't happen. It didn't happen the way it looked like it happened. It did not happen. It just didn't. Um, that's an interesting thing about how she looked at Steve. But the other thing too, and people didn't notice this, but they were talking. Now, did that part happen? I don't know. Because there was a fake guy behind him. And that's the other thing. The guy looked different every time you saw him. Um, and then when you think of it being AI, it's like, damn, y'all really hate this man. Like, y'all must really hate this man. Because why would you have him look at She's notes? Why would you do the fake hot mics? Like, we heard a hot mic of him asking, in summary, like, do you bring other diplomats over here to see these trees? Like, they painted this guy like so thirsty. It's weird. And then, like, when you look at the video, so when you talk about threatening, um, I think the threat is towards them because I promise you, she knows. She knows. Because there's a Six of Swords here, and they could not enter. She knows. They could not enter. They could not transform. They couldn't make the deals they wanted to make. They know. They know. They went there with a plan, and the plan was like, yeah, no. And you have to think about all the information we got from these different hot mics. So get the fuck out of here. What? Why would we get that hot mic leak? And then we got the other hot mic. Um, and when you look at it, you're just like, there's not even Mandarin on those placards. Like when you look at their drinks, like by their drinks, there's no that's not Mandarin or Cantonese. There are no characters whatsoever, letters, characters whatsoever on those placards. They're just messy, you know? Because it's like sometimes it's hard to look at people because people could be moving and you go, oh, it's blah 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 blah. But if you look at their actual um, desks, like placards, those things did not move. And when you look at them, you're like, bruh, are you serious? Like, look at that. That's not Mandarin. That's not Cantonese. And that's with him moving, sure, he's moving, but the table wasn't moving. So this should have been sharp. And I should have been able to read that if I was able to read Mandarin or Cantonese, but I know it don't look like that. And that government is clean and crisp. So, and then if you get hit, like that's not, I don't know if y'all can see it because of the words, but that's not, that's not, that's not Mandarin, that's not Cantonese. Um, so it's just really interesting because I'm like, what was whatever, what was his game, you know? Like, what was his game? Like, why did he do it? So, um, do I want to use these? No. Okay. Let me ask that because I'm really curious because I don't know why he did it, and I can't do pendulum today because y'all see, well, you can't see, but you can see a little bit of the hair, the little stiff braids are dead. I have to heat those up, but I haven't heated up the fronts. You know, it's kind of stupid to take 2 weeks to do your hair because then you got to do the other ones again. Um, but yeah, what was that about? I don't know what that was about. Okay, so we're gonna use the cosmic cycles. Um, what was She's game with them? Well, let me ask first the yes no because I'm happy. Okay, Did we see the real footage from China? Did we see? Did we in America? No, you did not. Because this guy's dead both ways. Y'all, these are two dead people cards. We did not see the real footage. No, no. Okay. Um, did a body double go to China? Did a body double go to China? This is interesting. I get two more no's. Okay. So did they go to China without any orange factor? Did they go to China without the orange factor? I haven't shuffled yet. I just split real quick. But look, it says no. But that's because I saw his son, the one with his name, when I was asking that question. And then it came up with the death card. So that's why I'm like, hold on. That's telling me something. Okay. Did they say they went? Did they say they were coming instead of him? Did they tell the Chinese diplomats that they were there instead of him? Because his plane would have been tracked. So that had to go. Okay. That's a yes. Instead of him, you get us. That's a yes. Um, so they did. They went in like he sends his regards, but we wanted to keep it. No, 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 no. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Come home late. Let's see. Um, does she or whatever, does XI know that, does XI really know that DJ, the original, is not amongst the living? Does he know that DJ, there's a maybe here and there's a yes here. So does he know that DJ is not amongst the living? Oh my gosh. I've used you guys for a year. Is it time to give you up now? They feel so comfortable though. I never wanted to shuffle this way though. I was like, I heard not to shuffle this way, but it works for me. Um, does she XI know? Yes, yes. I see a I see a strong maybe because it's followed by a yes and then a yes. So he knows. He already knows. And I guess he wanted to see what they were going to do. As far as like the government, I saw this poking out. That's a maybe as well. So he had his suspicions. And then when they arrived without it, I don't, without it. Okay. Poker takes too long. I play spades. Um, uh, let's see. Sorry. Of course, you talk about my shuffle and then I can't shuffle. um, does XI now know that I feel like that whole place was bugged? I feel like the whole place was bugged. Does XI now know that DJ is not amongst the living? Does XI now know that DJ is not amongst the living? Does DJ now know? Does XI now know that DJ is not amongst the living? Does he know now after the visit? Yes. I get a no, but then I get two yeses that hit the table. But I get a major yes that hit the table. Because I got the no, because it's like there's something here about like he it sounds like he refused to hear what they were saying. Like, oh, we're coming in place of him. However, I got a 1-2 punch. I have an ace and the partnership thing. He knows. He definitely knows. Especially after this visit, he knows. He knows. Okay. So my question now that we've established that I have salsa. No, I can't. I'm bad at betting because my mom has a gambling problem. So I'm extremely bad at betting. I'll bet $20 and then be like, all right, deuces. Oh, that was last year. Last year was Year of the Snake. Yeah, he is really smart because he went and studied in Australia as well as over here. Um, June 15th. Another Gemini? I don't like Gemini men. I mean, I love my cousin, but still, he was a really bad Gemini man too because he was a womanizer. Um, my cousin shares the same birthday as Trump. Um, dang, another Gemini. Dang, why the worst ones are Geminis? Okay, so what was she after? Ooh, 10%. And I'm not charging today, so we gotta go fast. What was he after? What was he after? Tell me when to stop. Here? Ooh, Knight of Wands. He was definitely on a mission. What was he after by meeting with them? Wheel of Fortune. Ah. Oh my God. Homeboy just secured his place. That's what he was working on as a challenge was the Wheel of Fortune, is making sure like to really secure his place as the top dog. China, as a top dog, but his place is top dog. Um, Queen of Wands in the past. This was definitely a plan. Um, he's definitely been working on this world dominance thing. Oh, I'm getting chills. Wait, there's something to do with Cuba here. Because Cuba popped in my head and I got chills. Oh, because China had helped Cuba. That's why Marco went. Oh. To be like, you leave them alone and we'll leave you alone about Taiwan, maybe. A country for a country. I'll tell you what, America don't know Cuban people. I'm telling you, America doesn't know Cuban people. They're fighters, man. They're gonna do you like Minnesota. Like for real. Cuban people are fighters. They're not going down. Mm-mm. Um, Nine of Pentacles. That's definitely it. The appraisal, trying to enrich the self, the flow of money. Definitely the dominance. Definitely the dominance. This has been a plan for a while. His money being on top, the yuan. This is definitely, oh my God, chills, chills, chills. Okay, Page of Cups. Who's underneath everything? Marco. Yep. Lesson to be learned. Um, China has a 5,000 year history of keeping the white man out of its business. It built a great wall, for heaven's sakes. One that you can see from a satellite. He ain't partnering up with no white people. I'm sorry to say it like that, but they know conquerors and conquistadors and colonizers are not to be trusted. They know that. So this was just the lesson here was studying them, getting intel as no. China don't like the white man. Ever since they took the gunpowder, China was like, screw y'all. Nope. And tried to make a clock out of a water tower because we had one. Yeah. So this is Seven of Swords. The binding they thought they had the Chinese people in. They thought they were being cunning and strategic and that they were there to steal. But China slipped out like a slippery eel, child. You still in there trying to see what's on his notes. And they in the next room doing other kind of deals. So you better believe he got on the phone with his, Two of Swords. Honestly, to me, it doesn't feel like a decision. He's no longer torn, to be honest. It kind of was allegiances, like a little torn about the allegiances he does have, such as Iran and Cuba and whatever. But now that they did this little plane thing, he sees nothing but weakness, and he's like, "Yeah, nah, we are not going to be friends. Not like that, baby." So I don't see them being torn apart anymore. There's no, I can't make a decision. It's like, nah, baby, I know what I need to do. And it's keep you at a distance, make you think we're your friends, smile. Master of the long game, girl. Master of the long game. Do you want some tea? Do you want to play mahjong? Because we're going to be here a while. And it's so funny because it's like this white guy thinking he got over on her, and it's an Asian woman like, sips tea. It's like, honey, no, no, no. They know not to trust those people. I don't even know why Tim Apple went there. And yeah, I call him Tim Apple now. They really thought they were there to shake them and get some contracts. And China is like, nah, baby. One thing that is not going to happen is I'm not giving away our strength. I'm not forgetting who you are. Nope. You have spent how many decades making us the enemy? How many decades making us the enemy? I'm going to leave you on red. And that's what they're doing. They're leaving people on red while they're checking out what they're doing. Meanwhile, cashing in on all the mistakes, including this world excursion. Yeah, no. China ain't with it. Oh, that's crazy. So why did they allow for AI, the chariot? Because they're in the driver's seat. Because at any time they could reveal what's happening. Three of Swords. At any time they can reveal the betray. Look at this. At any time they can reveal what's happening. These men in bed with each other, the corporations, reveal the treason. At any time, what is this? Six of Pentacles, the grift. At any time. So they're the ones in the driver's seat. They're the ones in the driver's seat. Oh, yeah, absolutely ruined it with the tariffs. Absolutely. And it did look weak because you went to his house to beg him. So that automatically says who got the power. He didn't have to come to you. You went to him. Matter of fact, you didn't want him coming to you because then he would have found out the truth. Because then you couldn't say, oh, he's busy. Oh, he couldn't. Oh, the doctor said he couldn't fly. I would not. It would be so funny if she was like, oh, well, I'm coming to your wrestling match. It would be so funny if he said that. Oh, let me just pop up. Wish you a happy birthday. It would be so funny. But Rubio don't want that. Page of Cups on the bottom. Nine of Wands, they would not be able to withstand that scrutiny. Nope. Okay. So she's in the driver's seat. That's why they went with the AI. Because at any point, they all these stupid ass men just made themselves vulnerable to one. or two, actually, a whole country of them. Because listen, when I say whistleblower city, Page's Swords came out and she would be skating easy. It's a matter of misusing power and the way that these people are holding each other up with our White House, because the Four Wands is our card, is the White House card. Very, listen, that's twice now we done read on this, and it's all talking about stuff that they could be talking about. China just realized, oh, I am no longer beholden to the US because you are not our customers anymore since you blocked a lot of shit. Okay, cool. Guess what? I'm gonna go around you. There are 138 countries or something like that in the world. You are not the only one. Okay? Again, with the whistleblower on the bottom, that's the energy. And then support from other countries, other financial support from other countries, and them becoming the new world power. It's on the up and up. Y'all see them thumbs and ups? Yeah, no. Wow. Wow. We're gonna end on that note because that's crazy. Um, Actually, let me ask one more question. It has to do with the mosque shooting. Um, was this a lone effort with by the twins, the mosque shooting? Those twins, those teens, the 17-year-old and the 18-year-old. I'm saying yes, no. The 17-year-old and the 18 or 19-year-old kid. Was that a lone um, incident? Was it a lone incident? That'll be yes, or part of a larger radicalization or something like that. So was it a lone incident? That's a yes, or part of a larger plan. It doesn't feel like a Tyler situation or a Cole situation. It feels lone, but I want to see. Was that a lone type of thing? No government interference, no flags. Was that a lone thing? They're so young. Um, was that a lone thing? Yes or no? Any orientation or any card? Yeah, it was. This boy had a plan. Um, okay, so did he kill his friends? Was my next question. Hold on. I got two yeses. Um, this was a plan. It was in the works. The Nine of Pentacles. He essentially talked the other boy into doing it, and then he killed the other boy because the other boy wasn't going to do it. So he killed him. That's another yes right there. This was a maybe with the isolation, but that's the feeling I got. I definitely got, and that was a maybe because that was a temperance card. Yeah, China's definitely making moves, and they're in Africa, and they're in the, I was going to say in the Caribbean. Um, this is a stupid. We are run by stupids. We just run by stupids, greedies, and the corrupt. Because some of them are not stupid, and the some of them that's not stupid are the ones who actually put these people in place. But it was definitely a stupid thing to do. Page of Cups. Um, okay, so just to be sure, these boys, these boys act as. I got that Knight of Pentacles again, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. 10-page Knight. That's progressive. That's progressive. That's interesting. 10-page Knight. I didn't get to finish my question. And then the 9 is here. 9, 10-page Knight. That is so freaking random, bro. 9, 10-page Knight. Oh shit. Are you telling me there's gotta be more that are now going to be able to do it like as copycats? Is that what you're telling me? Because all of those were yeses. Are you telling me they're going to escalate now into copycats? Oh, I think that's what it is. Is it going to escalate into copycats? Fudge. Are we about to escalate into copycats? Yes. Okay, that's a no. I got two yeses here. I got two yeses. That's a no yes. But I got a star. That feels like guidance, the path. And then the night, which is, that rash night, the fire night, the burn shit up night. But my no is a four of swords. So is that going to be like a Cole situation where he decides not to do it? Okay. Will there be paid copycats to what the teen boys did with the mosque? Will there now be paid copycats? Radicalized paid copycats. Will there now be? That's a maybe. What the heck? That's a yes. Speaking of paid, Four of Pentacles. Paid copycat. And then the Knight is a yes. It won't be for the reasons that they did it. And it's funny because they were like, one of them left a generic suicide note. I'm like, let me see the suicide note. Because, and this is a maybe, the Hangman that came out. I guess it's a watch for it, but I think so. I think there's a chance that it will definitely happen at least one more time. Um, just because the opportunity is there, right? Things tend to happen in more than ones, up to threes. Um, so they haven't released the boy's suicide note yet. I gotta look and see if it has been released today, but it wasn't released. And I'm like, I saw Cole's manifesto the first day, because that lets you know they made that shit up. So how come I can't see this boy's note right now? I want to see his note. So, yep. Oh, I want to get my Osho Tarot deck back. That was the very first deck I had. And I had it for 20 years because I remember getting it back in like 2000 or 2001. And I had it until my storage was sold in 2004. I never actually like read tarot. I would do like a couple. I probably read like 10 times over the course of having it all that time because I didn't know what I was doing. Can you believe that? I don't even know why I got it. But I had it for 20 years. It was one of my favorite decks. Well, it was my favorite deck because it was my only deck, but I threw the Ouija board away immediately. But the that card deck was so beautiful and it had like good energy to it. Girl, this I went back. Remember I told you I need to go back? I went back. They were sold out. I wish I just I didn't think about it when I bought it. I went back the very next day they were gone. I got them at Dollar General. Family Dollar. It was a Family Dollar and they had them on clearance for $2. $2. Family General. Oh, there's my Adderall. Oh, and I love it. And it's so sturdy. I'm rough with things. Oh my gosh. But anyway, y'all, we had a 2-hour reading. Didn't mean to. But I was at 10%, so I'm at 4% now. Anyway, love y'all. If y'all have questions that you want us to read on, please put them in the comments. I'm going to, yeah, I should check another Family Dollar. This was around Easter that I got it, so hopefully it's still there. Hopefully, yeah, I'll check another one and see if they have it. Because I definitely want another one. I want a few. Because man, I can put my printing supplies, everything. Oh my God. I'm so excited to get back to making my books. Oh my God. I have to show you guys. I'll put it in my chat. I finished the book for my mother's grandson. I can't even say nephew because I never met him but twice. My family is just not close with me. They're close with each other. But anyway, um, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I made the book, so it came out really good. I had really bad feelings about making it, but then 8 months later, I made it. Anyway, because I'm like, you asked me to make a book for a kid I don't know. That's really effed up. But bye. Crazy note to end on. But I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I think it's just a waste of life because I'm a pretty cool person to know. I've always wanted to be an auntie, and I have yet to get to be one. Anyway, I'll never get to be one. Wow, that's sad. Not really. Like, I'm not sad. I guess, I don't know. I'll be an adopted auntie, I guess. Maybe one day I'll get to be a grandmother. Anyway, love you. Bye bye. Hopefully, this generation will have kids. It's so expensive.